When the potato blight reached Europe in the summer of 1845, other countries, fearing famine, banned food exports and imported more food. Daniel O'Connell called on the British government to do likewise. But the government in London decided to do nothing. Crop failures were common in Ireland, and they thought the Irish were exaggerating. But by 1846, it was clear that this was no ordinary food crisis. Peel set up a scientific commission to investigate the blight, but its recommendations were dismissed as useless. Maize, also called Indian corn, would provide a cheap substitute food. The idea wasn't to give it away, but to sell it at a low price and still keep down the cost of food. The government also instigated public works, so the poor could earn enough money to buy food.
The work should be as repulsive as possible, consistent with humanity, that is, paupers would rather do the work than starve.
By labouring on the roads and by selling the last of their possessions, most poor people survived one famished winter. They would not survive another. In the summer of 1846, Peel's government fell and was replaced by the Liberals, then known as the Whigs. The accession of the Whigs was a disaster for Ireland. It put responsibility for Irish affairs in the hands of men who believed passionately in free trade, or laissez-faire. Many English MPs had little sympathy for the condition of the Irish poor and were rigidly opposed to government interference in the marketplace.
It is clear that the Irish pauper does not like work. I object to the principle of taxing the people in this country to relieve the distress of Ireland.
The civil servant in charge of Irish famine relief was Charles Trevelyan. Though highly capable, Trevelyan was not the right man to take on Ireland in its hour of need. He disapproved of the Irish, was narrow-minded, and convinced that God and market forces were on the same side. He also saw the famine as a visitation of God, as a way of solving a very serious overpopulation problem. The fate of millions of poor Irish would rest on the decisions made by this man.